All right, we got something a little different today. Not different in terms of what I'm doing, but different in terms of arts and crafts of it all. So this is a van lock. It's a push style lock. The bitting is in this key here. You can see there, the pins here are different heights. As soon as all of them are depressed fully, it'll release. So this is, it's a brown level lock. I think one of the main difficulties is tensioning. So actually, I'll put it this way. So there's not really much to grab onto here. The way the key does it is just by turning it with these actual, like with the actual bitting. So whenever you turn the key, that force is transferred through these pins and turns the core. So yeah, but this is completely round. Everything that turns here is round and flush. So kind of the trick here, fortunately I've got a little friendly bitting where there's a long pin and a long pin on opposite sides, so I'm going to use that to my advantage. I made a couple iterations here of tensioners. I've seen, this sort of style tensioner where you plug it in, you pick the ones you can see. Once you stop getting clicks or binding pins on those, then you've got to get, here's an early version that's way too small. But then you would, in theory, apply tension with a second pair, pick the two that were previously blocked, and then go back and forth. So it's real tedious. I was hoping to avoid all of that, so I made a different version here that's sort of modified to allow it to stay in place, or at least that's the goal. So once it's in place here, and with turning force applied, you can see this top one is wanting to pull back against the inside there. So I shaved, or filed off a flat side on this opposite edge so that I can get a real thin piece of music wire and poke it down through there to set that pin. And then this one was a little trickier because whenever this force is applied down here, that's forcing this to go, against that side. So really the exposed side I need would be mostly blocked by this, by the edge here. So by adding a little bend and filing a little groove, I'm not sure if you can tell, there's a little groove filed down the edge of that. I was able to get just enough clearance that I shaved some off of here, real thin wire already, but it still manages to be strong enough to be able to poke down there and set that pin. So I haven't actually picked this yet. I've also got a similar one for the top side that's kind of narrowed on here. So hopefully this all comes together. I will go ahead and get set up. Just wanted to do the intro in case this doesn't work. But we'll get it in place and see what happens. I think this will be my primary poker because it's a thicker gauge. Should be stronger than the other one I had. So the only pin I can't hit with this is the bottom. Well, early failure. Let's see, we'll try again. A couple little clicks there, nothing. There's a click. let's try it again. All right, I do feel some spring pressure on that one, so I'll switch. And it's totally possible that holding this tensioner in here, I'm already in an overset with one of those two pins. So if I don't get much progress, then I will try to reset with the tensioner a little further out. And that pin is stuck, but again, I don't know if it's already overset. I'm gonna let off tension. More so just trying to feel that pin, try to see if it's overset or not. All right, we'll reset one more time. All right, that bottom portion of the tensioner is not as deep in there, so let's see what happens. Okay, I do feel springiness, which is a good sign. So I'm able to hit all of them. I'll just stick with this smaller pick too. Hey, wait, never mind. Slightly increasing tension. This is working exactly how I wanted it to, though. Increasing tension more. Hey, all right, that turned. So I know to get the padlock open, you got to do it twice. But then that means you have to do it twice back. And I kind of don't really want to do that. But I guess I have to. That's fine. We'll go ahead. Keep it going. All right. I think, right? Yeah. So now, yeah, this guy is essentially a dead pin here because the original position, there was no driver behind this. So now this is going to be, oh wait, never mind. Yeah, so we've only got to pick these because this one, the driver that's behind this empty space right here, is still set. It's still held at shear because it's blocked. So reapply right here because my key pins are what I need some room for, for the tensioner. But I will say, yeah, that's dead. I will say that this worked really well. Maybe if the tensioner flies out like it did last time, I only have to pick it one rotation back. Because I might be able to get the shackle open before locking it into the next position. Hey, well, what happened? Did it move? Okay, well, it didn't move. My tensioner just popped out. So, let's keep trying it. Because might as well go for the full open at this point. I do feel spring pressure behind that, so I don't think we're overset. Seems I gotta rough up the edge of that wire so that it grabs into the inside of the chamber a little better. Wants to slide out. Still feeling little tiny movements, so, or pins that are binding, so I think we're doing it right. We just gotta keep going. There we go. So, if I don't let it lock into the next position, can I get, hey, we got it open. And now I'll turn it back. One position, close the shackle. All right, so now I just gotta pick it one way back. But that's it. So again, this is the tool. Yeah, it worked really well. You can see kind of down the end of it. There's a little groove. This one's flattened, but that's basically it. All right, pleased with that. Have a good one.